Hello everybody and welcome to EBA Sports. I'm your host Ryan Ketchum. We're here at Athletic Gains, the premier gym where they train elite athletes to be able to fulfill their highest potential. Joining me today is junior defensive tackle from Westlake High School, Texas A&M commit Victory Vaka. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. So this season, obviously maybe not have had a result as you might have wanted record-wise, but how did you feel about your own performance? You were able to get a lot of eyes on you, and you were able to succeed at a high level at your position.
Yeah, I just want to, it's not always about the record. It's just the development, myself and me as a player, and not only as a player but as a person as well, and getting my teammates better, getting them the looks that they need, that they want, and this is just a really a good bounce back season. We were really young this year. We only had like about 10 seniors on the team, and this season it wasn't like really.
Yeah, and you were talking about young teams. So coming into next year, obviously with the COVID-19 pandemic, there's still a little bit of issues trying to find out with play, whatever it comes down to at the high school level. So obviously, if the season is able to go on full and you're able to have the whole entire season, the whole schedule, playoffs, and everything, what's kind of your outlook on this season? How's the team looking, and how are you feeling about the senior year?
I'm feeling really good. I have a lot of confidence in my guys. These young guys, they got their feet wet, so to say, this past year, and they know what's expected to come this year, and I'm just hoping that we could get a season. But safety is always first, and people's health is always first. But yeah, I'm just really excited about this season.
Yeah, exactly. And you were speaking about the young guys and trying to make sure they got a little bit of test of the high school game at this high level, especially the Marmonte League has always been known as a great league. So with you personally, what are you kind of teaching those younger guys, trying to get them accustomed to this high level play? What are you kind of teaching them either in the weight room or out there on the field?
First things first, like with the freshmen, I taught them, the student athlete aspect. The student always comes first before the athlete. To always do good in the classroom, and if you don't do good in the classroom, you're not going to have a chance to play on the football field. And as in the weight room, I'm just telling them, to do what they can do. Because their bodies are still young, they're getting into their bodies a little bit more, and on the football field, age doesn't really matter when you're on when you're young and on varsity. But I was 2 to 3 years ago, I was named to varsity as a freshman. I was into the starting lineup since day one, and I just told them that don't be scared. Anybody could be a leader at any age, no matter if you're a freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. But yeah, I just told them don't be afraid, and age doesn't really matter on varsity. It's just if you can ball, you can ball. Like if you're a dog, you're a dog, and
yeah, you can ball at any age out there. And coming in as you were meeting a freshman, starting. How kind of was that transition for you now to entering your senior year? How have you kind of seen your game develop, and basically your just overall academics as well? Just how have you seen yourself develop through the years?
Freshman year was kind of tough because I'm literally came from middle school. I had to grow up quick. I had to mature fast, and going into my sophomore year, I was a little bit more used to the varsity schedule and the demands of a high school football player. And my junior year, I was basically accustomed to it. I was getting used to it, stuff like that. And going to my senior year, I'm just taking the little bros, just to say, under my wing, and guide them as the right way, and they could be better than me. How they handle the recruiting process, and because there's a few guys right now who are freshmen who are getting looks from D1 colleges, and they already have offers. But I'm just taking them under my wing, so to say, and guide them the right way, best as possible.
And you were saying, taking them under your wing, but also trying to get them better than you. I mean, if they're better than you, then they got a bright future coming out. But you had a bunch of Division I offers, and you chose Texas A&M. So what was kind of special about them? Obviously, they're a big-time program, but what did you see in them that made you want to play with them?
I've always wanted to play in the SEC growing up. That's the best conference to play college football. It's the best conference, period. I just, with Texas A&M, it was just, just a family vibe with Coach Jimbo Fisher, Coach Robinson, the defensive line coach, who was my primary recruiter. And I just got off the phone with him like 20 minutes ago, just checking how I'm doing. And it's not just about football with them, it's about life. And, they talk to me more about my personal life than football. And, that's what I loved about Texas A&M and the coaches. And, if football doesn't work out, I can have a great education to fall back on at Texas A&M. And the Aggie Network is the best, alumni network. And, they'll give me a really good job, after football, or if football doesn't work out.
And you were mentioning a lot about not just the sport, but you were mentioning everything else about Texas A&M that kind of attracted you. So you were meeting a lot about the family aspect. So why is family so important to you? And you're meeting just getting off the coach with, somebody from Texas A&M, just kind of being almost a family, just checking in on you. So how important is that to you?
It's really important because, my close family, my mom, my sister, my brothers, my dad, they're not going to be there with me at Texas A&M. So, getting the family vibe, family feel with them is really important to me because I'll be in Texas. They're going to be back here in Cali. And, me and my family just wanted to get that trust within them. And, my mom loves Texas A&M. She got that trust with them. So, yeah, that's what mainly made me decide to go to Texas A&M.
And I know that throughout your Twitter feed, you were retweeting a couple of these videos with Kyle Field, Maximum Hype, and you were seeing the fans just jumping up and down. And the SEC, it's known for huge stadiums and huge crowds, and it's known as kind of premier football out there. So what's that kind of going to be like, and how are you kind of seeing that the fans are going to be around you just as much as all the players?
Kyle Field, they have the third largest capacity in all of college football. It fits about like 104,000.
Wow.
At maximum it's like 106,000. But they have the best fans in the country. Their entrances, I watch them on YouTube. They're just Texas A&M football entrances are just dope. And it's like, I don't know, it's like they're just like the best fans in the country, to be real.
Now during off-season, obviously it's a time for you to be able to build yourself into an even better football player. So what have you been doing during the off-season? Obviously they had the COVID-19 pandemic going around as well, but what have you personally been doing to get yourself prepared for that senior year and obviously off to Texas A&M after?
Excuse me. I've just been working with Coach Ed McGilver at Future Elite Academy right now, and I'm just getting my feet right, my hands right. I always want to improve on those. I've just been doing a little bit of strength training here and there, but you don't want to wear and tear the body, that much in the off season. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. A lot of cardio. Gotta come back. Hopefully next month, like in July or August, into the best shape as possible. Yeah, that's what I've been really doing.
In best shape as possible, you were meaning that you were talking about having those younger guys, underneath your shoulder and being able to bring them along. So what is this? Is that kind of going through your head when you're working out, kind of showing that you're going to be able to put in the work, so they should be able to follow you? Because you always see as leaders, when they just kind of say to do something, nobody follows, but the actual true leaders, when they are able to go through the activities and be able to bring them along, is that kind of going through your mind as well?
Yeah, I just want to, show them how to do it, what to do, how to do it like at the best way possible. And I have 4 or 5 cousins at Westlake with me right now, and all of them are younger than me. I'm the oldest, but one is in the same grade as me, but he's like 2-3 months younger than me. But yeah, I just wanted to show them the best way and possible to do, you know, the workouts, you know, the drills and practice, you know, one-on-one time and stuff like that. So
now, when you put out that you were committing to Texas A&M, you mentioned one of the first things off the bat where you were thanking God, and you were talking about your faith a little bit. So can you talk to me a little about your faith and how that kind of helps you with your sports as well, and how important that is with you?
yeah, it's really important. You know, my pregame ritual, my main pregame ritual is, you know, reading a Bible, you know, scripture, a verse, before heading out into the game, you know, going to war, basically. And, you know, when we go back into the locker room after walkthroughs, you know, I go to the goalpost, I kneel down, and I say a prayer to God. And, you know, God has gotten me and my family through tough times, and, you know, just blessed me with, you know, just great blessings. So.
And definitely getting you to that Texas A&M commit, as well as, you know, you were thanking the list of people, and it was a lot of family, and, you know, was thanking God right off the bat, and, you know, making sure that you have your priorities set. So you were mentioning life after football that there is going to be, and you were mentioning academics at Texas A&M. So what is life after football for you? What are you trying to focus on?
You know, I'm trying to major in business at Texas A&M. You know, learn how to manage my money, manage it the right way, the smart way, and you know, invest in some stocks. You know, that's what I always wanted to do growing up, and you know, just want to, you know, make a living of, you know, off of what I've always wanted to do growing up. That's play football and, you know, business. So.
And there's a lot of great examples at on the defensive line, especially at D tackle as well, with a big guy like Aaron Donald that's local. So seeing a guy like that be able to get up to that level, what's one thing you kind of learned from him that you're trying to implement into your game? You're talking a lot about footwork, but what's one thing that you're implementing to be able to get up to his level someday?
His hands. Excuse me. His hands are like impeccable. His hands are insane. You know, I'm just working on my, you know, my hand-eye coordination, and you know, my hand speed, and you know, that's why I've been really prioritizing this whole offseason.
Are you trying to do that knife drill that he does?
Oh man, I don't know if I'm ready for that yet, but yeah, yeah, just been doing hand speed drills, you know, hand-eye coordination drills, and yeah.
Yeah. Now, obviously, you being a leader and be able to bring these kids along with you, if a kid that is a little bit younger, kind of middle school age or a little bit younger than that, wants to be able to go into football, maybe at the high school level, or go up to a Division I FBS level like you're going to be going to, what's kind of one piece of advice that you would share with them that they need to be able to focus on to get up to that level?
You know, stay consistent in what you do. You know, hard work always pays off, and you know, hard work beats talent when talent never works. So, you know, just, you know, invest in your craft. You know, stay true to God. You know, always say a prayer before doing something. So, yeah.
Some great piece of advice by Victor Vaka. Thanks for joining us today. Once again, Westlake High School junior defensive tackle. He's committed to Texas A&M, going to be playing at Westlake High School coming up. Then obviously going off to FBS, going to be playing the SEC. So big moves coming on the way, but thanks for joining us on the show. Once again, this is EBA Sports. I'm your host, Ryan Ketchum. Make sure that you stay tuned with us for more exclusive interviews with high-level athletes in just a few moments. Thank you.